Modern environments train instability. Most people interpret instability as something inside the person. They think they are scattered because they lack discipline. They think they are reactive because they lack control. They think they cannot focus because their attention is weak. But instability is often not a fixed personal trait. It is often an adaptation to repeated conditions. The system learns from the environment it lives inside. If the environment repeatedly trains switching, the system becomes more prepared to switch. If the environment repeatedly trains urgency, the system becomes more prepared for urgency. If the environment repeatedly trains novelty, the system becomes more prepared to seek novelty. If the environment repeatedly trains interruption, the system becomes more prepared to be interrupted. Over time, these repeated exposures shape configuration. The system becomes organized around readiness, scanning, and rapid orientation. This does not mean the person is broken. It means the system is adapting. Instability is not always a failure of the system. In certain environments, instability may begin as a useful adaptation. A system that can shift quickly can respond to change. A system that can scan rapidly can detect new information. A system that can orient toward sudden signals can react to demand. The problem is not that the system adapts. Adaptation is what biological systems do. The problem begins when the environment repeatedly trains a pattern that does not match the task being demanded later. A person may live inside conditions that reward fast switching, then expect themselves to perform tasks that require sustained engagement. They may spend hours responding to fragmented inputs, then ask the system to produce coherent attention on command. This is not contradiction, it is training. The system performs according to the patterns it has rehearsed. Fragmented attention is often learned configuration. Configuration is the underlying arrangement that produces state, attention, and behavior. When the environment repeatedly cues movement, the system begins to organize around movement. The body may remain seated, but attention keeps shifting. The task may remain open, but the mind prepares for the next signal. The person may intend to focus, but the system is configured to scan. Attention is not floating separately from environment. Attention is environmentally shaped. It reflects the state of the system. And the state of the system is influenced by cues, demands, recovery, stimulation, and rhythm. Stimulation is not neutral to the system. Every repeated input teaches. A notification teaches orientation. A feed teaches novelty. A deadline teaches urgency. A rapid sequence of messages teaches partial attention. A constantly changing screen teaches the system to expect movement. None of this requires blame. The environment is not malicious. The person is not weak. The system is learning from repeated exposure. Modern environments do not only distract attention, they train the system to expect instability. They train the system to anticipate interruption before interruption occurs. They train the system to prepare for the next input before the current one is complete. Over time, the system becomes less familiar with stable engagement. It may still be capable of focus, but focus now requires more deliberate conditions because the default configuration has been trained toward fragmentation. Environment sits upstream of state because the system is always reading conditions. Light, sound, pace, interruption, novelty, urgency, social demand, physical space, and sensory load all provide signals. The system does not wait for conscious interpretation before responding. It adjusts, it prepares, it activates, it orients. Repeated environmental signals become repeated biological rehearsals. Over time, those rehearsals shape state. State then shapes attention. Attention then shapes behavior. This is the hierarchy. Environment shapes configuration. Configuration produces state. State organizes attention. Attention guides behavior.
The question is not simply, why am I so distracted? The better question is, what has my environment trained my system to expect? If the system has been trained to expect interruption, attention will prepare for interruption. If the system has been trained to expect novelty, attention will seek novelty. If the system has been trained to expect urgency, attention will scan for urgency. This is not personal failure, it is learned configuration. And learned configuration can change. Modern environments repeatedly train instability. Stable attention requires conditions that repeatedly train continuity. The system adapts to what it practices. Attention is not only a matter of will. Attention is shaped by the environment that trains it. Modern environments do not only distract attention, they train instability.